I am Nick Shell, a certified Enneagram coach. We finally get to talk about me. That's right, Enneagram 8. We're gonna look at the 3 subtypes of an 8 based on this book that I recently purchased and finished and took lots of notes on and be making lots of videos on. It's called the Honest Enneagram by Sarajane. Case. Would you like to read the book? You can. Click that link right there. It takes you straight to Amazon. You've been to Amazon, you know how it works. Everything's there, including this book. So you want to buy that there, probably pay less money than I did, you can. Do you want to become certified like I am? You can. There's a separate link there. And also if you're new to this, what in the world is Enneagram? Well, just click the link, you'll see. You can find out what your Enneagram is and you can start learning about it and watch more of my videos to find out about it. But as for right this second, we're gonna learn the 3 subtypes of an 8. And I, like many people, am a prime example of how I may not seem like an Enneagram 8, but I absolutely fundamentally am. And it's my subtype that throws people off. Hardly has anyone? I don't know that there's been one person who's ever accurately predicted that I was an 8, other than my sister. And she's a 5, so of course she would be perceptive enough to realize that. But as far as people meeting me for the first time, and my sister has known me her whole life, but people meeting me the first time, the first impression they get is not that I'm an 8, but I absolutely am. Let's look at these 3 subtypes. So the self-preservation type uses their power to survive. The social subtype focuses on protecting others and fighting injustice. And the sexual type, or the one-to-one, turns this into a fight against convention. So there we go. So let's look at some traits of these subtypes. And this is like that scene on Christmas Vacation where his fingers stick together from the sap in the Christmas trees. There, whew, I got it. All right. So no apologies, right? I'm an 8. I'm not like, oh no, I messed the video up, let me start over. Nope, we're just gonna keep plowing through it, why not? So self-preservation, let's take a look at what that subtype would look for an 8. Focuses on going for what they want. Least expressive of the subtypes. No nonsense, direct, productive, has a quiet strength, can become overtly vengeful, can be mistaken for a 1 or a 5. I would say this is my son. He's 11. My son happens to be an 8 too. Fundamentally, I see it. And I think this is he's more that quiet leader. He's an 8. He's not as animated as I am. But ultimately, I think this is the version that he is. Now, for me, my subtype is the social. Service-minded, loyal and friendly, aware and protective of people being exploited, less quick to anger than other subtypes, can find themselves very busy with projects, like, multiple YouTube channels, a blog, Family Friendly Daddy blog, you can look that up, my actual job, my family, yeah, lots of projects all the time. Possesses a blind spot for where their own needs for love are concerned. Absolutely. It's so hard for me to say how I actually feel and to, quote, feel weak and to admit that. It's not easy for me. Can resemble a type 2 or a 9. Now what's interesting, after reading this book, I actually had to ask myself, am I a 9? I'm supposed to be an 8-7, but am I a 9? But fundamentally I'm an 8. There's a whole lot about me that is 9, and we'll get to that I guess in the next video. But yeah, I'm not surprised to see how I could be perceived as actually a 9 because I really just want to keep the peace all the time. I hate conflict so much that I initiate it to get it out of the way, and that's proof that I'm an 8. Now, lastly is the sexual or the 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1 ratio, that's something I do at my job. 1-to-1 subtype of an 8. Rebellious, emotional. Should I just start this video? I'm not gonna start this video, I'm gonna keep talking. Rebellious, emotional, contrarian, doesn't mind being seen as bad, seeks power and authority, focuses on excessive pleasure in life. Most intellectual of the subtypes, demands loyalty but may not be faithful in return, not likely to be mistyped. So I definitely relate to a lot of this that I just said for that, but ultimately I am more so the social than anything else. All right, your time to talk. You want to leave a comment? Put it right here. Are you an 8 like me? I would love to hear from you because we're part of the same tribe. If we're not, who cares? Leave a comment anyway, right there.